in the heart of the vast emerald jungle, where sunlight filtered through towering trees like golden blades and shadows moved as if alive, there lived a lion unlike any other. His name was Shido. Every animal knew him. Every animal feared him. Yet no one truly understood him. Shido was massive, his mane darker than the night sky, his body marked with scars earned through survival, not cruelty. When he walked, the jungle seemed to pause. Birds fell silent. Leaves stopped trembling. But what made Shido different was not his strength. It was his silence. Other lions roared to announce dominance. They growled to remind the jungle who ruled. Shido did none of that. He hunted when hunger demanded it. Never more, never less. His kills were swift, clean, respectful. He never played with his prey. He never hunted for pleasure. And after every hunt, he disappeared into the deeper parts of the jungle alone. Something is wrong with that lion, the fox once said. He thinks he's superior. The monkeys mocked. Silence like that hides darkness, whispered the deer. Shido heard everything, and he said nothing. In the emerald jungle, fear traveled faster than truth. Animals who could not understand Shido's silence filled it with their own meanings. To the weak-minded, silence felt threatening. To the insecure, it felt arrogant. The hyenas hated him the most. Who does he think he is? They laughed. He doesn't even try to explain himself. The wolves snarled in agreement. A lion who doesn't defend himself is hiding guilt. Even the elephants, old, wise, and cautious, watched Shido with doubt. If he were truly righteous, one said, he would speak. One night, under a moon stained red by clouds, chaos erupted. A young deer was found dead near the riverbank. This was not a normal hunt. The body was torn violently, uneaten, disrespected. The jungle panicked. This is not survival. The rabbits cried. This is cruelty. Fear demanded a culprit, and fear always chooses the strongest shadow. They chose Shido. The next morning, the jungle council gathered. Animals from every corner formed a circle. Predators, prey, elders, and cowards alike. The fox stepped forward dramatically. I saw Shido near the river that night. She lied smoothly. The monkeys screamed accusations. Who else could kill without mercy? The hyenas laughed cruelly. He finally showed his true nature. Shido stood in the center, tall, still, silent. Every eye burned into him. Defend yourself, someone shouted. Say something, cried another. All it would take was one sentence. I didn't do it, but Shido did not speak. Not because he couldn't, but because he chose not to. His silence angered them. If he doesn't deny it, he must be guilty. Exile him. Punish him. The jungle turned cold. Friends became strangers. Neutral faces became hostile. Shido walked away from the council alone, accusations echoing behind him like thunder. That night, he climbed the ancient stone cliffs beyond the jungle. The wind howled. For the first time, his calm cracked. A memory surfaced, his mother, lying weak beneath a dying tree. She had looked into his eyes and said, "My son, the world will accuse you for things you didn't do. When that happens, remember this. Never defend yourself to those who seek noise, not truth." A tear slid down Shido's face. Not from pain, from understanding. Inside Shido's mind, two forces collided. One voice whispered, "Speak. End this suffering. Another replied, if you speak now, you surrender your power. He clenched his claws into stone until they bled. Shido knew the truth of life. Once you start explaining yourself, people stop listening to your actions. And Shido trusted time more than words. Days passed. The Jungle Council decided. Shido is banished, declared the elephants. Not once did Shido resist. Not once did he argue. He walked away from the jungle that raised him, his back straight, his head high, his heart heavy but unbroken. Some animals felt uneasy. Why does he look so calm? Why isn't he angry? Because Shido knew something they didn't. Truth walks slower than lies, but it always arrives. The lie begins to crack. Weeks later, hunger struck the jungle, and with hunger came desperation. One night, guards captured a wounded wolf near the same river. Blood stained his fur. Under pressure, the wolf broke. I did it, he cried. I killed the deer. I framed Shido so no one would suspect me. Silence felt like death. Shame followed. The return of the Silent King. The council summoned Shido back. He arrived the same way he left. Silent, unshaken. The animals couldn't meet his eyes. You were innocent, the elephants admitted. Why didn't you defend yourself? Asked the fox, trembling. Shido finally spoke. His voice was low, controlled, heavy with wisdom. Because truth doesn't need protection. Because a lion who explains himself forgets who he is. He looked around the circle. You doubted me because I was quiet. But silence is not weakness. It is restraint. Wisdom that changed the jungle. Shido continued. The moment you feel the need to defend yourself, you give others power over your identity. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand. Your consistency will speak louder than your words. No one argued. No one interrupted. They felt the truth. From that day, the Emerald Jungle changed. A new law spread. Do not measure strength by noise. Do not mistake silence for guilt. Shido returned to the shadows, still hunting, still watching, still silent, but now, respected. Remember this. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Not every accusation deserves a response. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Because lions don't defend themselves. They move forward. And that is how Shido ruled. Without ever raising his voice. Lion faced fire.